Ah, hello. I think we got game audio and me audio. What a day. I did not check before the stream started, but hey, sometimes the universe gives you a freebie. So just there we go. Perfect. I think we're all in position. I don't know that Botrix ever joined the chat correctly. It seems to have not have actually. Hold on, just a sec. Let me just double check. Botrix is gonna at least be on their way. No, it's there. It's there. Okay. It just took a second. Sweet. Guys, we did it. We're playing 14. Look. Not to brag, but also like super duper to brag. I am a level 70 white mage, so you have to respect my authority. Hi, Hatoon. How are you? Yeah, look at this. I can asylum stuff. I learned, or I guess I shouldn't say I learned. Hatoon showed me how to do like targeting spells on a controller. So now look, I can do things. I can assize for reasons. It's great. The universe is perfect as it always should be. Anyway, how is everyone doing today? How are things? How are everyone's? How are everyone's doing? Let me catch up here. M1 said first, so M1 is officially the winner. M1, your prize package is on the way. Feel free to wait right by your mailbox. It'll arrive any moment. Katoon is here. Hello. Cloud is feeling eepy and could not stay for the stream, but that is okay. Hopefully Cloud gets his good eeps. Lala is plotting with Hatoon for bad ideas. As of course you didn't. I'm only 69.5. I'm a slacker. Lala, you have to respect me. That I'm a senior white mage, which means I'm more skilled than you are, definitely. And I see over in Twitch land, Thea or Thea. I cannot recall, and I'm very sorry, but says hello. It's been quite a while, which is true. I do remember. I absolutely remember your username. I have forgotten how to say it correctly. I apologize. If you want to correct me, you can. Theo wants to know, does the code on the left actually... Oh, from the starting soon screen? That is actually a really good question. Because yeah, like my starting soon screen has like kind of like the computer code on the left side. I know it's real code. I'm not sure exactly what it does, to be completely honest. Thea. Okay, thank you. I'm not sure what it performs. It might just be like random like debug code or like error code. Like I'm not sure actually. I didn't make the overlays myself. I commissioned them, so I'm not sure where the artist procured things. Eagles says it's finally time. Hi Eagles, how are you? You know, I guess if I was smart, let me head over here real quick. And actually, hold on. Here's a question, because I haven't actually done the White Mage quests yet. Do those White Mage quests give me anything useful that I'll need for Shadowbringers? Or should we just like go straight into Shadowbringers and just say heck with it? As far as like whatever abilities I may or may not get. I think I'm missing like the last like 3 White Mage quests, like 65, 68, and 70. I technically need to do still. Like, if those are important, I could do those right now. Or I could, like, wait, like, say there's, like, next streams, we have, like, a pure Shadowbringers time. To say he lying, not yet, but soon, slash, gasp. He says, I know nothing of code, so that's fair, Thea. I really don't either. Like, I used to know a little bit, but that's been a number of years now, so I may as well know nothing when it comes to code. Eagles is doing good. That's good to hear, Eagles. Glad to hear it. Lawless says, frown. Hatoon says, the rest of the actions are past level 70. Okay. So I probably am okay to not worry about it then, is what I'm hearing. Like, I could probably... Cause I would like to have the stream be pure Shadowbringers then. That way it's not like... like weirdly interrupted by white mage stuff. Although I do like the white mage stuff. I like the quests. Do you have plenary indulgence? I have tetragrammaton, asylum, affliatus solus, cure 3, thin air. I don't think I have that word you made up. Plenary. M1 says, ladies and gentlemen and fanboys, greetings and salutations. Hello, hello, how y'all doing? Wow, so inclusive. No, people never say hello to the femboys. I'm sure they resent that. But hey, M1, how are you? He says this game has so much UI. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy XIV. No, yeah, it's a little overwhelming sometimes. It's not too terrible, like all things considered, but it's definitely like the game introduces you to stuff at a decent enough pace that doesn't like overwhelm you all at once usually. Is it finally time to bring the shadow, says AC? Hey AC. Toon says most likely you get that in the level 70 job quest. M1 as long as you're good. Grand points. Ah, M1 has 10 space bucks. That's enough to get yourself a space Domino's if you want. Or space Pizza Hut, whatever your brand you choose, I guess. It's not enough to get space Papa John's because they're expensive, even if they are really good. He says I'm used to like Elden Ring. Oh, fair. Yeah, Elden Ring. I mean, Elden Ring has some UI stuff, but it's definitely not like. I feel like with like MMOs, because that's what this is. Like MMOs inevitably just have so much UI. But anyway, I mean, maybe I'll just like if we're thinking we don't have to do white mage, maybe I'll just head straight over to the Shadowbringers quest. Exis says our boy is here. M1 says the farts are coming, I assure you. I'm glad M1 found his favorite redeems. Also, Exis, hello, how are you? Been a minute. Hope you're doing good. At least you can customize the UI a lot. That is Eagles actually has a good point. The UI can be as awful or as good as you want it to be. George, I forgot that he follows me. I was like, who is this bird? Anyway. What was I saying? Yes, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do with the HUD layout. This is how many things could be on the screen all at once. Potentially, like, if everything's going wrong, this is how many things are going wrong. Luckily, I don't have that many things going wrong right now, so it's not so bad. Let's go this way. Exodus in post Shadowbringers. Ah, Exodus, you're squeaking ahead. Just barely winning. Good having some homemade curry. Ah. Wait, what kind of curry? The good curry? Are you talking about like... We're talking about like, oh my, I don't even know curry names off the top of my head. Is it like, are you talking about like tiki masala kind of curry, or talking about like Japanese curry kind of curry? He says, oh no. This is, I'm in the level 83 MSQ Fandwalk. Eagles, you gotta slow down. What do you mean good curry? I'm just saying, like, there's good curries, and then there's like whatever like England is making and calling curry. So, you know, that's kind of how I divide it. Made the Naruto curry of life. It's hot AF. I'll do it. Finished the craft and gathering tool quest. I'm so tired. Did I level up Dark Knights as AC? So, I think the determination we made actually over the past few streams, I'm just gonna stick to White Mage, I believe, for the remainder of the MSQ. It's the job class I have the most fun with. I do want to level up Dark Knight some more, because like I do want to learn more about how to tank properly. But tanking is definitely not a skill that's come very natural to me. Like it'll definitely take like some dedicated learning time, and I kind of want to be able to enjoy Shadowbringers without having to stress out about dungeons. Because, like, I was starting to, like, the more I was playing Dark Knight, the more, like, pit of my stomach, like, nervousness I was getting as far as, like, it's like, oh, man, this is going to be really tough. Like, this is not going to be a good time doing dungeons with this thing. And that doesn't count as anything, though. Once it sounds delicious, exit, I love curry. Also, I love butter chicken, but nothing beats a good spicy ramen. I do... I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know about... I do like a good ramen. I'm not a big fan of spicy ramen. Like, anytime it's like a soup that's, like, spicy, it's usually too spicy for me. Cause soup can, like, really linger in the mouth and just build up really strong heat, and it hurts a lot. And I like spice, but I don't want the spice to hang around forever. Sure it's not going anywhere. You can do MSQ as White Mage, says AC. Gregorius says, finally Shadowbringers. Oh, hey, Gregorius. How are you? It's been a minute. How are you doing? This is, why is there an in-game clock? Oh! Yeah, so there's a number of clocks for the game, because the in-game clock... Because the game does have, like, a day-night cycle that kind of matters for some things, I guess. Like fishing, I guess it probably matters. But then there is the server time. Server time is apparently 1:40 a.m. Is that true? That's wild. And then the actual time is 6:40. That's, like, my local time where I'm living. And then Eorzea time is 5:22-23 p.m., I guess. Thus, a certain gathering things spawn in-game time. Oh. That's good to know, Lala. I didn't even know that. Smo! Hi, how are you? He says, congratulations, you feel like a Dark Knight, but how's your Batman impression? Also, how do you guys feel about curry udon, AC? Curry udon hits good. Like, that stuff hits hard. Like, I just love udon in general. But, like, curry udon, that's the good stuff. Like, that's a party, as far as I'm concerned. Everyone says pain means your life. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, and I don't hate spice. Like, again, like I freaking, I love, like, jambalaya. Like, a good spicy jambalaya is a banger meal as far as I'm concerned. So, like, I do like Thai, like, I like Indo curry, like India curry. And that stuff can get pretty spice-alicious. It's like, I don't hate spice, but I have to be in a certain mood for it because it does affect me deeply, let's say. And so I can't just have it willy-nilly. AC said, one brings shadow, one brings light. Oh no, baby tongue can't do spicy, says Atune. I mean, I can do... let's not get into this right now. Law says, I have the widest tongue, Atune, I am baby. I had to reinstall Windows, not fun. Just got back. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Smo, you were saying that your computer was, like, imploding yesterday. Which super sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I hope you're in the process of getting it all back to normal, but that's no fun. Certain things happen at certain times according to Eorzean time, says AC. iTunes, I really like Thai coconut. Ah, Thai curry is really good. There's like 7 or 8 really good Thai restaurants in the city I'm in. And I love that I'm always like 2 minutes away from a good restaurant for Thai. He says curry's popular in 14. There are a lot of curry type meals I've seen. He says, Lala, that could be taken in many ways. Or says something spicy sounds like everyday food. Well, Gregorius, just because you get to eat delicious food all the time, you don't have to brag to the rest of us. Most stuff was on the other hard drive, so it was just major and system install. Okay, well that's fortunate at least. Like, it wasn't like a complete loss, because that would really suck. I mean, it still sucks, but at least it's this too shall pass, I guess. Loss is certain. Oh wait, AC says, how do you feel about Moogle-shaped curry, or is it Chocobo-shaped curry? I forget which is. Curry served with rice in the shape of a Moogle or Chocobo. I mean, I assume that makes it taste so much better. M1, you're creeping up on it. Tataru is itching to share what appears to be good news. Alright, everybody ready? Shadowbringers orchestration roll is the winner, is the prize. And a white oak weapon coffer. Neat. Oh, says, I made hamburgers for dinner, but I only want curry. That'll happen. Eagler says, yeah. Versus some people in this world like to torture their tongue. I mean, I can respect, like, I will say, like, I know for a fact, like, because I've had, like, there's Indo-Korea restaurants around here, and I've noticed, like, the way they generally, like, level the spice, they have, like, you can get, like, no spice, you can get mild, medium, hot, and then, the highest level spice is authentic. So it's like, I guess we here in the Americas are a bunch of weak sauce babies, but, you know, that happens. Hatun had chicken Florentine and tiramisu. Wow, Hatun. I didn't realize you lived in Italy. France land. Osho's a decent Cajun place near where I live. Gumbo and oh, I love gumbo. No, yeah, I don't know if there's any good Cajun near where I live either. Like any kind of soul food. It's a shame. Mashed potatoes and chicken, but one jambalaya snow. Megan says, I'm rich. Have you guys tried the spicy noodle challenge? I have. It's just way too spicy. Makes me feel like sweating up a flood thinking about it. Oh man, AC. We'll discuss this real quick, but then we gotta get going. Probably. Me and Zyga actually had a plan to do the spicy ramen challenge for one of our podcasts. Like, this was a couple of years ago, like back during our previous podcast, Season 0, I guess you could call it. Which is currently not available online, actually. I think I had to take it down. I need to repost it on YouTube somewhere, because it was a fun dozen episodes. But we had a plan to do a spicy noodle challenge for one of the episodes. And Zyga actually had purchased the ramen of fame from all those challenges. We were going to do that. We still probably will do that eventually, because I think that'd be fun. But I feel like that's something like... I feel like the full experience of that would have to, like, have face cams. But I don't know. We could maybe figure it out. Smo says, come visit. Oh, Smo, do you have good soul food over in your part of your part of the woods? I can't even imagine. This is also don't speak for all of us. USA people cray. I eat Carolina Reaper and Ghost River stuff all the time. Fair. Hatun says we always had the black buldak ramen in stock at home. With or without the milk to go with it, says AC. I feel like at some point I feel like the milk probably doesn't even help that much. I don't know. Like once you reach like a certain Scoville rating. Hatun says good thing I binged that podcast. Wait, Hatun, what? No, you can't have. Those were the forbidden episodes. Impossible. I don't believe it. Smo says, in Atlanta, never. Yeah. Atlanta, Georgia doesn't have soul food. What are you thinking, Smo? He says, in fact, I'm prepping for a competition eating 300 mini wing session with Carolina Reaper sauce with a ghost for under 3 hours. That sounds... I mean, that just sounds like you want all of your stomach lining to disappear in one night. That sounds like a bad plan, if I'm going to be completely honest, Exodus. He says, imagine you've experienced the Mississippi Queen from regular show. I want to share the news of our new tech. New tech? Oh! Right. Smo is a wizard who was able to speak to the machines, and he was able to procure a deal with the machines. I still, like, we did it and it worked, and I still have no clue exactly how it works. But, like, Smo basically has it set up, like, I could like, play his PS5 from my house. Like here, like, several states over. I don't know how it connects. I'm the thorax, I speak for the machines. Basically. But no, yeah, so, I don't know how Smo did it, but, like, I was able to, like, play on his PS5, and we even like did like a test run, like we played like the first like 3 minutes of Bloodborne, and it worked. No lag, no weirdness. It was magic. I'm assuming. Like I can only imagine that like I have now lost my soul to some dark entity by agreeing to do that. Is it the PS remote play? I have no idea, lol. That sounds like an actual thing, so maybe I'm just crazy. AC says you're a wizard, Harry. I also want to make Gray pay you. So I could post them and I watched them before he deleted it, says Hatun. Ah, well then. I guess Hatun knows many dark secrets then, because that podcast was That podcast was a little rough around the edges. That was a learning podcast, but I had fun, and I mostly just ruined Zyga's life as I am wont to do. Could happen with the prize is $1K and a lifetime free meals from Buffalo Wild Wings. And one says which guy? It's another program, but yes, a Smo. You sacrifice Smo must know. Smo says my sense of humor got sacrificed. No. Tune could do it. I could do a hand cam. That's what VTubers do, hand cams, right? That's allowed. It's like, yeah, anyway. You bear without face cam, to be honest, says Eagles. Had 2 hot dogs for dinner, says Eagles. Wow, Eagles living the high life. Anyway, let's get going. Sorry, we've been chatting up a storm, but we gotta go, we gotta play, we gotta win. It's itching to show it appears to be good news. Okay, we're starting. There's no time to question it. I will say, apparently, several streams back, I apparently correctly predicted some wild thing. That Cloud, or at least Cloud said I did. He's promised to post a clip of whatever my wild prediction was. I can't even remember. I predicted so many dumb things about this game. But apparently I super nailed it for Shadowbringers, and I'm excited, even though I don't know what I nailed. Doctor says, good news, Grayson. We've had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Gasp. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. A path I doubt we'd ever have found had the Ironworks and the Suns not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Not as tedious as waiting around, I suppose. Like, geez, I'd like to help save our friends, but, I mean, I just got this suit dry cleaned. I mean, I don't know. Let's go give him a hand. Chiaki plus Parsecs is mo. Anyone curious? Ah. It's so easy to derail the convo. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up, and before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. I nod my head. There's a boat in North Silvertier waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. Ooh, the quest acceptance music has changed. Most intriguing. Oh, we're facing this way now. Also, just do the things... Just do the thing like you're a witness in a crime show or whatever and do a floodlight behind you and no light in front. Perfect. And I'll get like a voice alteration thing just for no reason at all. I'll change my name. I'll be, I'll be Payson Jalen. And no one will ever know. Oh, it's down there. I have to fly. Boy, sure do love flying. Would hate to lose this ability for convenience. Excuse me. May I request you end the stream with the Shadowbringers trailer later? We did watch the Shadowbringers trailer actually last stream. AC. We could watch it again, I guess, if folks want to. I wouldn't be against it. It was a pretty good trailer. Yeah, we watched it at the end of the Stormblood stuff as a way to get hype for what was to come. This way, apparently. Exits, I have a pig of gray IRL, sell it for $10 to all interested parties. No, not my face. He says, I wonder if you're going to do a Michael Jackson on them. Will you be a bad or a smooth criminal? I'm going to just tell him to beat it, AC. That's what I'm going to do. Strom says, dang, bummed I missed the trailer. Oh, hey, Strom. How you? Yeah, and I am meaning to... I meant to do that before we ever did this stream. I'm going to post a standalone video of the trailer reaction. Because I've been doing that for all the other trailers, so I may as well for Shadowbringers too. And possibly I just need to start editing VODs again, because I've been slacking. I'm lazy. Hatun says, hey, Strom. Strom, you live. Strom says, sup, y'all. Yeah, Strom, it's been a second since we caught you on a stream. It was fun. I think we chatted a few days ago. That was cool to hear you, but... Eagles sends cats. I'm down. It's got great music, says Eagles. Yeah, so I don't know. We could end the stream on another trailer watch. It's pretty good. I should actually YouTube chat, but then I can't use emotes, says Eagles. Heading to the survey site, sir. It's on the eastern shore of the lake. The swiftest way to get there is by boat. Sure. This is sup, y'all. It's your boy, Ramen Gold. We did it. This isn't ominous or concerning at all. Here, I'm gonna just eat some leaf sushi to calm down. There we go. Actually, hold on. I'm not calm enough. Let's drink a gallon of paint real quick, too. Oh. There isn't a drink option. That's no fun. Look. If the game doesn't let you drink paint, is it really a good game? Hoary Boulder, that's where you've been up to. Grayson, the search continues, but I have no doubt who shall find this beacon of yours. Cool story. What the hell are you? Oh! He's just, like, bent over. I, saw him from a distance. I was like, what is that hunchbacked nightmare? Oh, he's just bent over funny. Okay, that's fine. Coltonay. The air here weighs heavily upon me. 'Tis little wonder, I suppose, when standing in the shadow of such an imposing structure. Son of St. Quinoc? That towering edifice is the outer wall of the Crystal Tower's foundation. The labyrinth of the ancients, to be precise. I remember that. Clemens. I've detected no slavering beasts in the vicinity. My sister accepted. I think that's fair, Aenor. The Archons need our help. Next to that, even matters of the heart don't seem to matter. Great. The Ironworks Technologist. The Ironworks is out in force. Master Garlon's orders. So I started the 14th free trial in March of 2021. Wow. Yo, Eagles, we started really close together. I started in April of 2021. You and me are not so different. M1's message was retracted. That's concerning. Trying to figure out my schedule. Hopefully I can catch more streams. That's fair. I mean, I get that life gets busy. It's all good. So he says, I started my 14th journey when I was around 5.2. When that was the current patch so many years ago, it feels like now. So I'm saying, have we been throwing wide gates and all that? Throwing wide gates? None? It's fun fact, when I was 9, I ate a bunch of giant paint chips, and then when I was 15, I drank a shot of paint thinners a dare. And this explains a lot. Solves the mystery, even Tataru. Tattoon says we have Srom. I don't know what wide gates means, but I believe. Oh boy.
Look how many people there are.
Voice acting. Gasp.
Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
What? That's your plan?
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Has Biggs and Wedge ever been voiced up till now?
Biggs! Wedge!
Like, I'm here too.
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Okay.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
Sure. June says this is her first. Cloud says I'm still exist. Glad I can at least see. Gambate Cloud. You can do it.
I'm not seeing anything out here.
There ain't nothing but
Do you
nothing.
reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
I'm just gonna get, like, yoinked by a mole person and just sucked into the ground. Well, that seems valuable and
Sorry,
important.
I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. What's that you got there?
Yeah, it says made in China.
Now that looks promising.
It's a gear.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
No.
You all right?
What's happening?
No. Not like
Stay with
this.
Focus on my voice.
Never.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
No.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
That's really
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
There's the line.
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
I really just happened to pick up the one piece of trash that was the thing we needed. Yipes. Oh? Huh? Yo, we're back at the beginning of ARR when we were like in the void, being called by the crystal. Haven't been here in a hot second. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong... Oh. Oh. Gravity's a mofo.
The dawn's light will shine again.
Are they just...
Do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle.
Are these like
Away with you.
our memory crystals, I guess?
We did everything right.
Oh, you
Everything
didn't.
that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Ah, you suck. Go away. Can I just, like, shatter the memories I don't want? That'd be really... Oh, what the hell? That's probably fine. She's gonna catch us. Who could it be? It's a mystery.
Your time has not yet come.
Man, who is that mysterious figure? I guess we'll never know. Also, is that like the live stream? I guess. Well, it wasn't the live stream because those are like images of like people that are still alive. Some of them. I think there's just like chunks of memory flying out of her brain. Oh, that doesn't seem right. That's Shadow Link for sure. Oh. It's like an SCP. It's glitching the screen. Oh no, is it that guy? Wait. I thought he was all dead and stuff. Hey. This is like the beginning of ARR 2. At least the trailer. Where like Warrior of Light like wakes up in the woods after the big explosion meteor. And then his friends are there. They're like, quick, we have to journey to other place now. Then they all have chocobos magically and they have a good time. Are we back in time?
From endless dreams I awake.
Uh-oh. They're just...
Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Quick! Cast rock! Or stone 3, whatever. Fire! Fire now! I'm gonna guess we're in Eorzea, but not Eorzea, if that makes sense. It's that guy! Don't say you're not. Are you Gridania guy or other
Where
guy?
to meet someone out here is not a peddler himself. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
Oh, what are you doing here? It's not night. Don't lie. In this time of night, it's bright as day. What's in that pipe you're smoking?
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me grandad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply.
Are we back? Are we on the world that's being like consumed by light? Is that what we saw, like the Warrior of Darkness guy for a sec?
Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when.
That's totally the same model from like the merchant guys at the beginning of ARR. That can't be a coincidence. There's like 3 of them, right? They're like brothers.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it.
My sweet jacket, you're right.
Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
Yes. And no move. Oh, well. I agree, Cloud.
Well,
What a spoil sport I
roads
am.
to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
My pensive look tells me otherwise. I have to admit the voice is pretty nice. It's a good voice. Good voices. There's no way of knowing which direction we are going. Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is it hurricane?
Dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy.
Whose voice is that? It's the
There,
Warrior of Darkness?
it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Shadowbringers! Let's go! The tune says, "You tell us whom be speaking. It speaks for thee." Well, I'm here now. Oh. I can just leave Back to normal land, I like that. That really helps to secure the immersion. Oh well. I mean, I get that it makes sense that they make it, or they let it so you can still leave whenever. Story-wise, that's a little fuzzy, but we'll leave that be for now. And it really didn't give us a... Oh, right down that way, I see. Is it 2035 already? You actually made it? Shush. Your hair matches the trees, WTF. Yeah. It's because this world was made for me, Hatun. Little did you know, I started this, like, right from the beginning of when I started streaming, I planned for Shadowbringers. I knew this exact moment would come one day. Dude says it's Ganondorf. Kinda was the shadowy guy. Carson, hello. Whoa, what did I miss? Before we go out and tag this was picking up a cog and flying through spaces, lol. Missed everything, Carson. Carson, oh man, just like my first marriage. Hi, Carson, how are you? Your staff has a mecha and a rock. It do, though. It's pretty sick. Do you think it is your isekai dream? Better be. If I had a little bit more purple and a little bit more rabbits, it'd be better. Oh, guys, I'm so good at this. Can I ask for other things that'll just come out of the sky for me? That'd be awesome. I'm so proud of myself for that one. Anyway.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
Kurt Gateguard. Her name's Kurt. We're on to this. Can I also get, like, just, like, 10 million gil to fall from the sky? That'd be sweet.
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
Gasp. I feel like I should get a special pass.
From where do you hail?
The source. That's the most ominous answer you could give. Gridania. Of course.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists. Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Ah, battle to the death, then. That seems fine.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
That's concerning. Ah. Honto desu ka?
Everything all right, Captain?
Mystery person.
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
Yeah. Managed to eat a
Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more.
Crystal Exarch. He's got the same blueness going on that our mystery guy did before. Oh, it is the same
But I
guy.
see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Hmm.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
Hooray! Immunity. Diplomatic.
Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
It is a really good accent, Strom, you're right. It's very... They really nailed the same accent that Fran had.
Come with me.
back in the day?
I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
Never. Can I keep that sweet ring that the guy dropped? It seemed like a nice keeper.
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons. I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief.
I wonder how many people this guy's like accidentally killed in this process.
And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact.
Gasp.
As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Right. Are the other scions here? How much trouble you've caused? These are all valid questions. Let's start slightly peaceable.
That is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
Cool.
Let us begin with the glaring skies up above.
Yeah. Pretty bright.
Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost.
That's a lot.
And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now.
That's a heckin' calamity.
Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity.
Yeah, seems like a problem. Kinda looked like the monsters, like the nobodies from Kingdom Hearts.
It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
This is totes just an isekai story. Like, this is every isekai
Though it
story.
meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try. For in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well.
Right.
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Yeah, also, didn't you say you were gonna, we were gonna go somewhere more private, and we just are out here in the middle of the road? Like... Ooh, nice bridge. Was that the bridge you learned how to make between the Rifts of Worlds? Oh, that's a big old proper city, ain't it? Ooh. That's pretty nice. I like it.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion.
Wow. Kinda cool.
Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol. A monument to defiance in the face of death.
Huh, okay.
No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Okay, there's a beast tribe of some kind. The Crystarium. The Norvrant. That sucks to say. Norvrant. Hate it. Don't like that one. Trump says little tree hair. Cloud says at Grace now. I unlazied and posted your prediction in chat, though you did miss that mark, the mark on dying. Still, it's there to check out later in Discord. I remember laughing when you said it, but don't watch it yet. Great. I can't wait to watch that right now. Trump says you're about to meet my wife. Please be kind. Crystal Exarch? Crystal Exarch looks from? Really? I didn't. She's Viera. Gray is gonna be more than kind. AC says Viera have the attractive Icelandic accent. It's a pretty good accent. It sounds good. It's pleasing. God tier accents is from. I know that's just your model, but you look so unimpressed with everything that was appropriate here with Kurt Gatecard. I know I'm not very reactive. That's a heckin' calamity. I mean, 90% of the world in one go. That's bad. That's a problem. Also, can I also say like, it's like, am I correct in saying like, so like 90% of the world was consumed 100 years ago, and it's like just taking its sweet time killing off the last 10%, or like, are they trying to like rebuild from that? I guess we'll find out. This is heckin' chonker of a calamity. I'd interrogate him in the road, Gray. In case you needed to curb stomp him, or dirt stomp, because there was no curb. So watch now, it's all been revealed, says Cloud. Yay! Apparently, over in the Discord, I made a sweet prediction that I was 100% truthful of. Oh, hey, Baby Dom. Which means that someone clipped that. I'm pretty good. Can I just say that I'm so good at predicting everything this game's gonna do for always and forever? Yeah, Baby Dom, how you doing? Thanks, I love her so much, dude. If I Fanta into a VR again, I might try to look like her, Sissatoon. Since she's best girl. Also, you're complaining though? Chase on once you exit the cutscene, says Eagles. Gray, keep playing the game, shaking my head. Sorry. And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. We did it. And my friends are here. Wow. Hi, guys. How are you? Hi, y'alls. Wow. Here. I'll give you some tea. Wait, what did you... I didn't actually read this way. It is apparently water time. I shall drink water. That's some good water. It's cold. I like it. A lemon muffin. It is swag time, my guys. Ooh. Wait, what the hell? How did the... I'm being bonked? That seems not right. Is that gonna go away? Why, wait, hold on, why is there a bonk happening? That was weird. I don't know why bonk. That's not how that should, that was weird. I'm gonna say that was a glitch. I don't think that's happened before. I swear, guys, I've never bonked in my life. Okay, yeah. And pizza. Aw, pizza. So kind. Can I get rid of my menu? Thank you. Okay. 14-year-old Fortnite player gets bonked for trying to be too edgy, says it too. No, guys. I'm cool. I am what they call I don't... What do they call people that are with it? That are down with sicknesses and whatnot. Also, you don't have the vision on stream. I approve to bonk. Since it's not you, huh? Maybe I made a glitch. You're welcome. No, yeah, I mean, I have a bonk redeem, but it's supposed to be separate from the thug life. I don't know, that was weird. Bonks are common when hearing the Icelandic accent. Shush. But hi, guys. How are you all doing? Let's talk to Crystal Exarch, City of the First. The Crystal Exarch has a request for you. Wow. Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you to first gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders, and glean something of this world and its predicament. Hmm? I'm gonna say, take my eyes off the stream 1 second. Now you got drip on. Your drinks are bad for your health. Drink water, says M1. Nah. I need all the power I can muster. What do you mean, M1? This is serious business. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I am sure you're only too familiar. Being the rightful object of any my summoning spell, you should, in theory, be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. After you have done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetheryte and head out to the left to arrive in the crystalline main. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman, Catliss, one of the people I should like you to meet. And you'll notice a legally distinct name from Katniss. Another is Morin. To reach him in his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit on the left, and simply continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors at the end of the road. Man, such fancy cinematics. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Baragi, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite end of the Aetheryte Plaza. Yes. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city, and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. Crystal clear to the right and down to where now? Like, I don't know. My apologies. I forget how confusing the Crystarium can be for newcomers. Not to worry, I'm sure you'll soon become accustomed to its twists and turns. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars, and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There's an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. Where does this guy come from, then? When you've finished making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard at the center of town. Until then, toodles. And which is a cabinet of curiosity. Swag gone. No, yeah, the swag only lasts for a few minutes. I think it's a 5-minute timer if I recall. No, get sponsored by an energy drink to be really cool. Yeah, guys, G Fuel. And or I don't know, I think that's basically the gamer one. I think there's like Boo energy drinks. There's one with like a ghost. I don't know what it's called. You can tell how many energy drinks I actually drink in real life. Yes, unfortunately 5 minutes is baby done. I may eventually change redeem lengths. I don't know, like, cause I don't want them to like last too long, but I also like don't want to do like too short. I need to, I don't know. Once I like get more redeems going for outfits, I'll probably adjust things. All right, guys, what do you think? I forget what he said to do, so I'm just gonna head up the stairs first. Oh, the Aetheryte, that's right. Actually, here's a question. If I teleport back to New Gridania right now, do I soft lock myself out of Shadowbringers? Like, what happens? Has anybody ever tested this? There's gamer sups. I think that's how you spell Sediglis. I don't even know. Cards says, of course not. Causes you could return, and one says try it. Now you have to hoof it through Mordona. Wait, really? You have to take the super long way back? That's so funny. God, I kind of want to do it, but that'd also be such a waste of time on the stream. I'll attune. By focusing your senses, you detect the flow of vastly distant currents of aether. Your connection to these energies is faint but stable and should teleportation in your aether in the source. Neat. We did it. The trick to attuning to a crystal properly is to lick it. You just get like a good thorough licking of the crystal. Get those sweet crystal salts inside your blood, and then you can connect whatever you want. Where am I going? I'm guessing Hatun knows the way. I'm just blindly assuming this is correct. Hatun could be leading me off a cliff. Also, Hatun, you seem to be dressed up like your Lees. What's up with that? Teleport to New Whateveronia. Oh, Mooney says, hello people, like most times I'll not be here for long, but I wanted to see how you guys are doing. Hi Mooney, how are you? We're doing really good. We're playing Shadowbringers. It's new and different. M1, how could you? That's so rude in front of everybody. Can't believe you. The nerve. Invited to the stream party in Game Sediglis. Ready? Oh, that's for Lala. I see. Yeah, rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the Senators come knocking, so it's a darn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized, too. Thanks to us, in the mean. We work together to procure materials and resources, and craft the goods which make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Neat. What if you need a kettle mended or a coat forged? Just don't go thinking it'll all be handed to you on a plate like those Yulmorin layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Do you accept Gil, by chance? Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor, you don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him, and any friends of his is a friend of ours. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magics summoned the Crystal Tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. The city's stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear that Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So if he, and you, wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you've aught to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. I've picked plants before. I'm a level 5 plant picker. Does that count? Just ask for Catalyst and I'll find you a niche here in this crystalline mine. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. I do love greasing things. Your exchange with Catalyst has taught you about life in the Crystarium. Oh boy. Hi, Ryazan, Katoon. That is Lisa's outfit, I think. Maybe. Dark Knight? That's a Dragoon. Dragoon Knight. I picked it. I got it. A Dragoneer. Dragonaut. I fixed it. Where are we going? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, hey. This way, currently? Aethernet shards? Wow. I haven't had to touch these in years. Wow. The tune says phrasing, and he says goodnight. I tried both redeemable farces. I found redeem something new. He said, I'm doing good. I'm really glad that you guys are also doing good, but I have to go, so I hope you have a good stream. Good night, day, or afternoon. Goodbye, guys. Bye, Mooney. The tune says phrasing. Class says, good night. I'm entering the lurk mode myself. Own sleep is finally hitting. Yeah, I was in my adventure place as Lala. Ah, okay. Solved. This way. Or was it the other way? Oh, hey. The rotunda. It's very rotund. This place is a ghost town, can I say? Like, do people not, like, hang out in the Crystarium ever? Like, there's nobody here. It is delicious. Lurk mode, I meant. It's all good. Oh. Ooh. Ah. Bragi. New to the city, friend. The spinning head and wide eyes give you away. My name is Lion-O. Welcome. My name is Bragi, and I'm the master of these markets. They gave this district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too florid by half. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment for V's such as yourself. Money? 8s? 7s? So finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. Oh, V's. That feels hurtful somehow, as a nickname. Finding something your size shouldn't be a problem. I'm sorry, did you say V's? Actually, a Vieira? Must be a dialect I'm not familiar with. Does that guy have like a silly, stupid name for like any possible race that comes up to talk to him? Because that's really funny. Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a Hume, and the taller one is an elf. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. That sturdy individual over there is a Galgant, while someone with the horns is a Drawn. And then you have the large, scaly chaps with long tails and a knack for raising livestock. These would be the Zune. Potatoes do not grow here. Which is apparently not the same name you know them by. I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. Oh, the same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. You don't get much further flung than that. Bet a few of your lot passed through in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. The Exarch has definitely summoned other people that have gotten themselves mega killed, it sounds like. But not to worry. Should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Yes, what's an Ilm, Yalm, or Malm in your language? Your exchange Bragi has taught you about the peoples of the first. Neat. Grayson, could you flip your hair and show off those rad physics? I mean this? My sweet hair physics, the most high budget part of my model. That lion boy looks ready to get the see? That Gray doesn't like change. Less populated world compared to most other world servers. That's true. Fortune says he should know what Humes are since he says he loves FF12. Well, no, Hume is fine, but it's just funny. Like, they just, like, straight up, like, they didn't even, like, come up with a clever one for the Elizin. They're just like, that's an elf. You know. Elf. Like, alright. That's fine, I guess. Now I'm gonna touch it. And I did it. It's mine. I have attuned. That one was strawberry flavor. It's nice hair, thank you, says everyone. Yeah, it's good hair. I use L'Oreal because I'm worth it. Think this way? Oh, but yeah, I was gonna say, like, do Lalafell not exist in this universe? So I haven't seen any Lalafells yet, and that wasn't like one of the example races the guy talked about. Unless the Zoomers are what Lalafell are supposed to be in this world. They just like grow into mountain goat people. It makes sense, really. The trivium, how trivial. I can't jump into the abyss. Unplayable. Garbage game. Yes, ouch. Take fall damage? Unplayable. The Whispering Gallery. Oh, big door. You'll see them later. That too with a double platform communication. The multitasking chatter, says M1. The Cabinet of Curiosity. This reminds me of Beast's Castle from Kingdom Hearts 1. And I'm going to keep referencing everything that they stole from Kingdom Hearts as much as I can. Don't you worry. Morin. 3 guesses what their potatoes are called. So humans are, since he says he lost. Shut. Excuse me, sir. You recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and, well, What I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll, even? A scrap of scribbled-on parchment? My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. Librarian Morin at your service. And this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Oh, so you've an interest in modern history. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment and I'll fetch it for you. Hooray, I love pictures. iTunes is great for getting multi-stream something. I don't necessarily. Speaker of Grave now. I messaged on Twitch. Yes, she's a mod for both. Is that how people only speak one language feel? I got YT only. Even though luckily I don't have to use my authority often, says Lola. KH2 Beast Castle or Hollow Bastion from H1? Yes, Eagles, both of those. Whatever one had like the stupid library puzzle of like pushing bookcases around. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? Make yourself more comfortable? Ahem. On with the lesson then. What a nice fellow. Good hair. I assume Morin is a super popular character from Shadowbringers. 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease, until the day an enormous, blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet, just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvrant, and Norvrant alone spared the fate of erasure. Wow, that's the scene where... Oh, so time moves wonkalicious then. Hold on, because that means that Minila, Minimin, I don't know, whatever her name was. Doesn't sound right. Yeah, her. She went back in time, or forward to the past, which was our past for their present, 100 years ago. And she did stuff, and they didn't die, all of them. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspects to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Norvrant's sky. Even now they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it for you. Oh, if you'd rather I speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Everyone hates me, on account of my creepy man hands. Your exchange with Morin has taught you about the flood of light. AC says time works weird between worlds. Oh no, does that mean I've been like gone for centuries already? Am I gonna go back to like my world and Tataru's gonna be like an old lady? Don't make fun of his yaoi hands. Is that what it is? Oh no, Lala, you're right. Wait, Lala, was it you that taught me the curse of yaoi hands? Because that really has ruined my life, you know. Because like I watch for that now in anime. I watch. I hate it. Neptune's gracious, jealous. Lala says yes. That might be like the most cursed thing anyone's ever taught me. Because I was there for that. Just like a certain blind cat girl, says Hatun. Which is, yeah, her, this guy. Minfilia, that's right. Gray may hate books because of it, says Lol. Person who you've been saying isn't dead this whole time is obviously means nothing to you since you can't remember her name. No, I love Minfilia. What are you talking about? My good pal. The Minster, we used to call her, in fact. And we would like play Pinochle and have a grand old time. Go to the local box social together. Says, by the way, if you wonder why he feels creepy, his face model is the same as Asahi. Oh, it is. You're right. You're such a bad liar. No, what are you talking about? The yaoi here is saved for another. With that note, I'm back out now. So much for sleep. Yes, we've summoned Cloud. The words. Grade for getting female names of 14. Name a more iconic duo. Shush, it's wrong. I am so good with names, guys. Don't even worry about it. I also don't care about what's her face is Carson. No, Minfilia's great. She's so important to the story and stuff. Way better than Yashtalo. Which, by the way, I guess like they're all still dead or something. Oh gosh, wait a minute. Because, like, they all got summoned up, like, you know, a certain amount of time ahead of me. So that mean, like, have they all been here for years in spirit? Is that what that means? Am I gonna run into Dadgum Alphino, and he's gonna be like a 30-year-old annoying kid? Trump says whomst. Those hands, dang. I hate the hands. They're the worst. That hand is bigger than his whole head. I don't trust anybody that can palm a watermelon. Oh, facts. Anyway. What a cruel world. Ouch. Oh, that's right, there's already this thing. Eh, I've touched enough of the crystals. We're probably fine. Crystal Exarch. Hello. I'm going this way real quick. I want to touch that crystal. That tune says 89. Don't trust anybody if they can palm a watermelon. Crazy 2024. It's true. Like, if your hand's that big, that's the problem. Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clearer picture of this world and its people? Yes. I took notes. Yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but 'twas necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noted that details were sparse. The structure is, in fact, the selfsame one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds. Something of a trial run for your eventual crossing. And although I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. I mean, you didn't tear it from the past, I guess. Wait a minute, does that mean that, like... Oh... I get it, okay. So that's why the Crystal Tower raid series became mandatory for people. Because I'm willing to bet there's going to be a point in our version of reality where the Crystal Towers are going to get sucked out and they're coming here. And so for canonical convenience, they've made sure the players have to play that raid series before they get yoinked. I get it. That's probably gonna be like the climactic finish to Shadowbringers. We'll be seeing like the reverse of that time paradox, like solving itself. Time shenanigans is AC. Look at that, even the tower was isekai'd. Sure, but when though is the question. Why is he going on about sucking? Look, Strom, sometimes you gotta talk about the important things in life. The Crystal Exarch is finally ready to discuss the matter of your comrade's whereabouts. Oh. Why'd it get spooky? What's the spook? I guess it's fine. You've done as I requested, and I learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fulfilled my half of the bargain, and explained what has befallen your comrades. That is a conversation I would rather have in the privacy of my quarters. However, I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see that the guard knows to admit you. The tower's gate lies open then, just like that. And Grahatia. Yo. I'm not familiar with that name. Is there something I should know? An extraordinary tale, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. For now, I think it best that we focus on the present. No, not Grahatia. He was my favorite, with his long blonde hair and shimmering red eyes. I know him well. Which is a lol, it's getting close to nighttime. Who'd have thought? Imagine if your bladder was crystallized, how would you use the bathroom? Like a chair, water fountain, bats, and kidney stones. I think both options terribly suck at two, I'm gonna be honest. Or AC. Unless this poor Catman, we barely knew him. Greetings, sir. The Exarch awaits you within. Into the Crystal Tower? Yes.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind.
I shall shout your secrets upon the housetops.
Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions.
I mean, desperate's
Simply, they are here in the first.
not really desperate per se.
Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source.
Are they all ancient and old and stuff
In the
now?
space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
No. Are you saying that Thancred is old now?
That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
That's convenient for gameplay reasons.
As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5.
No, Thancred!
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year.
No. Not time skips. Not like this. Our age gap widens ever more. Gasp.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well.
Well, I'm gonna sue you for that one.
As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch.
I missed out on a naked Thancred again? Tag nabbit.
Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
So basically you've ruined them. But that means Thancred's an incorporeal spirit. This really flaws a lot of plans. Find a way to send them back. What have they been doing all this time?
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass.
Yeah, Urianger is often plagued with visions, it would seem.
In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source.
And there was much rejoicing?
This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes.
Neat.
Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
Man. It's like, wait, that's me. That can't be right.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity.
Hmm.
Considering the circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events.
I
And
doubt
so,
your version of events.
Before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
Yeah, that's right, you better not.
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Not at all. For the moment. Aye, but all you see, you keep that promise, for want of a better choice. Yeah, kinda.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With
I
that
probably
settled,
will.
We shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
Oh, again? There's more to be shown around to? I'm following him. Barely knew who that weird cowboy was, this tune. Desperate. I am desperate to see Thancred, maybe. I already had white hair. Old man crits is Nutkin is missing to safeguard Thancred's virtue. I am appreciating the running gag now that Thancred is just like randomly naked on occasion. It does bring a smile to my face. Exarch sounds cool, says someone. Yeah, Exarch is interesting. He is a strange new character, for sure. Storm says, sounds crystal clear. Yeah. We're not worthy to gaze upon Thancred's beautiful body. No. Not like this. The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that a room has just become available at the Pendant, which, as it turns out, is perfect. Our path there will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to the wares. Come along. I'm gonna go. I'm winning. You can't catch me. I'm the ninja bread man. I actually don't even know if this is the right way to go. See it. I see it. The path, the truth, the way, the one, the Tao. Oh, I already touched this one? Lame. I have a question, I couldn't find the answer, so if I had a YT membership and some of my followers are from other countries, does YT give that money in dollars or what? Sure, that's Tramps is that one. I have a question, I couldn't find the answer, so if I had a YT membership and some of my followers are from other countries, does YT give that money in dollars or what? Oh, like if you have like YouTube memberships? Like, I mean, I think the money is I think the money is just converted to dollars. Like YouTube will take in the money like whatever currency like that country gives it in, and by the time it reaches you, I think it's in dollars. That's the wrong man. I mean, I'm assuming like I obviously don't have. But I feel like that would make sense, because otherwise that'd be like a whole thing. As far as I know, YT pays in dollars. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they pay out money in the currency of your homeland. That's not really something I've ever futzed with, so I cannot say for a certainty. It's part of why I haven't bothered setting anything up like that, because it seems like it's a whole to-do. It's gonna mean that currency I would give Ray 50 Philippine pesos, which is like not even $1. Wow, Hatun. So generous.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
Looks like a bunch of nerds.
Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
How do you figure that?
Each nation once minted its own coins, but was all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here.
Wow.
And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice.
I almost would have rather they not explain that at all, because that's such an incredibly convenient solution.
From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter.
Yeah.
Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Like death robots? Wow, tombstones. Great. Wait, are those smartphones? Hold on. Am I so disappointed about this?
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world.
Wait, what was that reaction to that? Like, why was he like so distraught? What was up with that?
Avan Kerm Sin?
Avarn Kem Sim?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
Oh. Oh, punt it.
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task.
Ah, chuck it. Chuck it over the wall.
This
What is
fine
that?
gentleman is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from his home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
Oh, don't touch me. Get away. No.
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift.
Oh, stay away.
Wonderfully exciting. What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did. You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
I touched a cog and I got sucked into the universe and it was scary.
After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin.
No.
But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point, because Thancred came all naked, but I got my clothes. Also, never trust a pixie with a Scottish accent. Like, that's what we call a danger zone.
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isne Fis, and you my Snay Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other.
Oh my...
Raise your hand.
No, don't, please. Don't do it, me. It's not worth it. No. Ah. Pixie dust never gets off your clothes. It's never going to be the same. You have to burn that.
We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then, make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Hate it. Who
Mayhap
bonked?
a message to your friends in the source to inform them of your safe arrival.
I'll accept it. I should probably let them know I'm alive. Send... Why would I send him? I mean, they are the only two people over. I'll send a message to Tataru, I guess.
Consider it done.
Suddenly
As you
move.
heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings.
I miss the Moogles already, can I just say?
They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by Pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium.
I am here, mortal.
Goodsworth, you were here. Congrats. You've done it.
Right. We were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Yeah. Speaking of currencies, I didn't know AFIK but not so many more common acronyms. Look, Lala, my knowledge is vast but shallow. As well as you're back to the field, you now have access to delivery moves, market boards, and summoning bills as well in the first. Great. I mean, they could have just not had pixies. That could have been fine. Tomes are smartphone equivalents, some of them are. Those are tomes. Mr. Isekai doesn't like Isekai explanations in his MMOs. You have to grind for this moment, it's a bit of a meta joke. Tell Gray's never had to do tome grinding. Arf, tell you Barf, says Cloud. Nunny. Strom says Feo. We stand Feo. Who the heck is... Gray hates everything we love, says Atune. Gray hates the Irish. Is that an Irish accent? What about a pixie with an English accent? That'd probably be better. Like... Was that Irish or was that, like, Scottish? Because that felt... Like, that felt closer to Brave. Like, in terms of, like, accent. I could be wrong, I guess, but... And he speaks Gaelic, how can you hate that? Kryl is taking care of things in his body. How about the boring pixies from Fairly Odd Parents? See, that's my image of a pixie as far as I'm concerned. Like, that's canonically correct pixies. Because I already feel 0. I feel like I'm gonna have to stay awake to bonk him again shortly. No, Cloud! Be nice. ARF, a theoretical research facility, it awarded the most tomes at the time. Ah. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's Scottish. I thought it was Scottish. That's what I was thinking. Like, it sounded like I mean, I don't know, but I only need to do more research on the Fae, says June. I've actually done quite a bit of Fae. I mean, research is a strong word, but like I know a lot of the lore, at least as a general rule. Like, Gray collects 0 tomestones so he doesn't get it. Rouse. More like tome phones. You ever collected this point to smell? I mean, not lots. I guess I could check currency. Wait, I have tomestones. Oh, those are tomestones. I got it. I mean, I have collected a bunch of them. But it's not like it's like something I have like oodles and caboodles of. It's okay, Gray. I also loathe the pixie. See, Carson is the smart person here. I only like a handful of them to smell. If you know some of the lore in the Lang, you should be on the lookout for it. Okay, I do know bits and pieces. And it'd be fun to see them incorporate that kind of stuff. So I do like it. Speaking of tomestones, how is your gear, says Lala. Lala, I am what they call fully kitted. Everything's level 70. Except for that, apparently. Wait. I definitely have... Wait a minute. Wait, how do rings work? Wait a minute, what? I have a 70 ring, why am I not wearing it? Oh, you can have 2 rings? Wait, is that true? Are there 2 rings? Ringalings? Can I have dos ringos? Can buy 2 rings? No way. Wait, what? No. How have I not known about buying 2 rings? I've been playing this game for 2 years. That's impossible. I've never bought a second ring in my life. Is that really a thing? There's no way. No. See, don't. I could listen. Wow, I'm shocked. Here's a Skaven gear. Jeez, you don't listen to me. 5 golden rings of 4 calling perk. I can't believe this. There's no way. I've never bought a second ring in my life. Is that really a thing? Do I have to buy 2? I have to buy 2 Skaven rings? I mean, I can, but I don't want to. This man's... No, stop bonking! It hurts my feelings. I'm doing my best. I'm trying so hard, guys. Well, that's unfortunate, because I don't think I have... Let me see how much... I don't have enough tomestones to buy another ring right now. That's wild. How has that never come up? How has nobody ever noticed that? Because, like, I've never... But... It's not fair. There was time. It's a think, Grace, a thing, even. It was great. Look, guys. Have you not noticed as he was? I mean... I feel like I'm being tricked somehow. Did they add the 2 ring thing recently? Has it always been 2 rings? Like how? Like when did they change this? I feel like this must have been an update. Oh boy. Well, I gotta buy another Skaven ring at some point. Okay. Oh, it's over this way. Hi, Riaz. Cloud. You're just unobservant when it matters, says Lala. It's always been 2. There's no way. Toon says the amount of brain cells you've killed is going to give me an aneurysm. I'm sorry. The Toon says Baka. It was changed like back in Shadowbringers near the end. So it just barely happened then. I feel better. It's always been 2. That's impossible. There's no way. I refuse to believe. I can't. Guys, I can't be this bad. No. Oops. It can't be true. Crystal Exarch. Please tell me it's not that bad. Don't slap me, Riaz. That's rude. It's so mean. Ah, there you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make use of it as you see fit. When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray rest and recuperate, and we shall reconvene in the ocular anon. I believe that covers all of the practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call, Grayson. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. You've also missed an Aether Shard? Did I miss an Aether Shard? Hatun? Wait, Hatun, which way is it? Lead the way. Wow. Thank you. I mean, it should still be before we started playing, I hate to say. It was long before I started, because I didn't play till after Endwalker came out. But I hate that. I actually hate the fact that that's been a thing this whole time. Secrets? Guys. Who the heck are you? This is my room. My daughter's newborn child is sleeping peacefully. Pray take care not to make a racket. A racket, you say? Like this? Or this? Will these all qualify as rackets? Can I just spam this over and over to help your baby sleep? There you go. I'm sorry. Anyway, I go talk to the manager and see myself thrown out. Strumps is rude. I mean, I hate you sometimes. As long as it's only sometimes, that's fine. I can live with that. A pleasure to meet you, sir, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready if you'd care to retire. Wow. What a world. It's actually a pretty big room when you think about it. Wow, so pretty. How do you think they how do they account for the passage of time? Like, what do you think they use? Because you can't use, like, a sandstone, or, like, a sundial. That's what they're called. You? Oh, well, I was gonna say that. Punch him. Punch him twice.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
Yeah, and you're the a-hole that was trying to break my planet. Your bloody axe. Ow, stop bonking, Cloud. I am saying it as I call it. Yeah, your axe stained with the blood of the incident, I'm sure. Who are you? I'm just gonna pretend I don't know. Maybe he'll go away.
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Ah, crap. I should have just said nothing. Also, hi Goodsworth. I don't know if I've said that properly since you came in. Mr. Innkeep, I'd like a different room. Mine's haunted. Nah, Gray's right. It's this freaking nerd just from Edgelord that went on about being darkness. You can hear me.
Oh, gods, how long has it been? And who are you, he says. Enemy not worth remembering, apparently.
Not at all.
My name is Ardbert. In the first, I was a warrior of light. But in the source, you knew me as the warrior of darkness.
Doesn't ring a bell.
If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
You keep saying words, I don't know.
We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source, and try to hasten their goddamned ardor.
Ardor.
I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first.
Even though you guys all collectively suck.
The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away. Leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
Millions. Also, I super duper extra doubt that they died, because I know Minfilia's coming back. Actually, I saw Minfilia. She is alive.
100 years. 100 long years.
I mean, I think regular length years, but you know. I'm guessing his soul was returned. He's a ghost.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift.
Yeah, super sucks. Maybe shouldn't have, like, mega sinned or whatever happened.
I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
Gonna finish destroying your world. Gray's haunted now. Yeah, sorry. First world's haunted. We're gonna have to blow it up.
You were summoned to save the first.
Don't do that, Cloud. That's rude. We're already talking to a scary ghost.
A waste of time. This world is beyond saving. Like those who try to save it.
Hmm.
Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that.
Right.
But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured.
Also, did they really just kill off all of his companions without ever giving them even a name or
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Goodsworth, not you too. Not like this. Yeah, what? So he had the 4 other
Hello,
friends.
demons. It's me, your boy.
And we're just having fun now, huh? I see how it is. Class says, Grace seems to forget that those events happened first. Answer quickly, no. And I'm not going to say more right now, says Cloud. Circle says, you did. Nice to meet you, Aardvark. I left because I wanted to do a leap of faith, says Lala. Fair.
If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light.
Oh, please don't.
But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Gasp. It was a ghost. Wow. I see I prefer to sleep in the most uncomfortable position. Fully clothed, ramrod straight, no blanket. I could have at least turned off the lantern. I know that it's light outside, but I could have closed the curtains or something. I don't know.
Good job.
Aw. Thanks, M1. See, why can't I have more of those instead of all the mean bonks? I appreciate it. Gray is the most vanilla of characters, says Setsune. With his zoinks. I can't... Because you deserve those bunks, that's why, says Cloud. No, I have only spoken my truth the entire time. Oh, there's rooms everywhere. That's interesting. Can I jump down into the abyss? Oh. Let me abyss jump, you cowards. Let me have this. That's not an exit door. I thought that was the exit. That's a wall. There's just no way out of here. Oh, hey, here it is. Ah, up there. Most peculiar. The Docile Gate. I knew it. Y'all knew it was called that. Obviously. It looks like a Docile Gate. What else could it be? Also, wait, Hatun, how dare you call me vanilla? That's rude. You know I hate those games. Oh, hey Peter. You just chilling? I'm giving the stream a like despite how angry you make me. Aw. Cloud, I appreciate the like. You're a real one. Oops, hold on. Just realized something. Oops. Master Grayson, the exarch awaits you within. Enter the ocular? I shall ocular indeed. That says, oh, that means you prefer the other one? That's not at all how that works, actually, Hatun. I'm just gonna say that right now. Ocular. The quest ends. Our path revealed. The truth forthcoming. We have but an hour and a half
How
longer
did
to
you find
go.
your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest?
Somehow. I sleep like a psychopath, apparently, as it turns out. Well, enough, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that to myself.
That is good to hear. Should you want for anything, pray let me know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Hmm. Oh, this is a whole thing.
This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
Okay.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland.
Okay.
To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Urianger would like the fairy kingdom.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
Sure. Naturally. We all know why that would be.
Neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty.
Sure.
As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
Why is everyone spread to the four corners?
Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness.
Boy.
For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armarang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin-Eaters.
Then why do they dwell there?
In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
But I thought they were spirits. What? What? How does that work?
So, will it be Calicia or Armarang? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Wow. It's like Heavensward where I get a choice.
Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion.
No.
And is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin-Eaters.
No, Thancred, how could you? I can't believe this. The betrayal.
Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Not like this. Why is he always the hardest one to find? It's not fair. This cannot be. Looks so familiar. Cloud says, Lahi. That turns out someone was not paying attention as per usual. What was I not paying attention to? Cloud says, yup. That turns out Thancred couldn't wait for you. Because he started as a rogue, obviously he's hard to track, says lol. That you can see and touch is what he said. They are projected here like John Carter was projected to Barsoom, says Carson. Oh, okay. As long as you can compare it to John Carter, then I'm totally there with you, Carson. I wish more people would use such easily understandable references. Please go for Calusia. Calusia makes the Amarang story better. IMO. So Calusia is better to do first, basically. So what you're saying... Wait, but what's the one that has Alphino? Because I want to go there never. Is that a good option? iTunes said I don't know who John Carter is. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like I only know the vaguest of stuff about John Carter. It was a movie well, not really recently, it's been like 10 years. There was a movie, but it's also like it was a sci-fi book, I think. I can't remember what it was called though. It wasn't called John Carter, I don't think. Oh jeez. Ow, who? The tune. What is with all these bunks today? It is so rude. I'm playing a happy fun game with my friends, I thought. My so-called friends. I have to do both regardless. Don't laugh at my misfortunes. You're all fired. If you invent Alfie the First, then it's out of the way. God, you're all terrible. Can't believe you do this to your good friend Grayson. Small talk. Your first order of business will be to reunite with Alfino and Alize. In so doing, the predicament here in Norvrand should become abundantly clear. As for communications with the source, Feo Ue will gladly serve as your messenger. If needs be, however, you yourself should be capable of making the journey between worlds. The device there will serve as a portal. Simply touching a hand to its surface will transport you to the location of the beacon I left at the base of the tower. In theory, at least. Cartoon says, look, I did my good deed earlier today. That's how that works, I'm sure. I'm sure that's how the teachings work in Buddhism. It's like, as long as you do one good day, the rest of the day is just carte blanche, whatever you feel like. That's definitely right. I think Calusia one is shorter. In search of Alice, in search of Alfinad. Cartoon says exactly. Fine, we'll do Alfie slow. The Crystal Exarch is eager for you to meet with Alfie slow. You'll visit Alfino in Calusia then. Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you will need a mount capable of making the journey. Here is a letter of introduction. Present it to Zem Jemai, the Master of Beasts at Temenos Rookery, and he will take care of you. When you see Alfino, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. Dun 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 dun. In search of Alize. Crystal Exarch is eager for you to meet with Alize. Ready to depart for Am Orang? Alize will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She, impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad timing, I gotta say. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Kassad, the master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaro launch, and he will see that you reach your destination. Neat. Also, what happened to the merchant that we met at the beginning of the world? Like, we saw that the beast had eaten his ring, but we don't really know what happened to him. When do we run into him again? You being rude to Alphabro equals me being rude to you, says Satoon. That was his karma. Eagle says he's dead. He was eaten, says Lala. You don't know that. You guys are jumping to wild conclusions, I gotta say. I think you're forgetting that there's no such thing as an off-screen death in Final Fantasy. You're what we call non-believers. Journal. In order to facilitate your reunion with Alfino, the Exarch offers to arrange transportation for the journey to Calusia. He hands you a folded letter asking you to present to Zem Jemai, the Master of Beasts. Let's see, this way? This doesn't seem like the way, guys. There's a huge map in my way. There we go. How do I leave? Oh, hey, Hatun. Fancy meeting you here. They don't just eat the ring, says Hatun. Cloud says face desk. I don't know, I think you guys are underestimating the power of unnamed merchant. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's working in collusion with Teleji Adeleji. They're both gonna show up when no one expects it. Zemjamile. Your face is unknown to me. What business have you at my rookery? Oh, you better not rhyme the whole time we talk. Signed by the Exarch, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an Amaro for passage to Calusia. I'll pick you out a friendly whelp. An Amaro, you say? That's right. Mounts like my grey friend over there are common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from further afield. More accustomed to chocobos, perchance. I hear there are a few places where they ride little else. Seeing as you are plainly unaccustomed to riding Amaro, I think it best I accompany you on this flight myself. Any Zune worthy of the name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me. Ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro launch. One of the junior tamers will tend to you while I ready the mounts. Big board. Look at that. Dinosaur. Got feathers and stuff. Because apparently dinosaurs... Actually, I think dinosaurs don't have feathers anymore again. I think people basically just don't have any clue what dinosaurs have. They have wild speculations. The nuts board? Yo! Got any good nuts? No, that's no fun. Clan Nutsy? How do I join that cool group? A crystal. Says, look at those gains. This is unarmed not because no one knows him. Unarmed because all who learned his name disappeared. Unnamed. Exactly. Look at those gains. Class Amaro music equals best mount music. Feathery dinosaurs are cool though. To join the nuts, one must become the nuts as one. It makes sense when you think about it. I guess I don't have that crystal yet. Darn it, so far. Also, what happened to the V lady? The one that yelled at me and then had like sweet rings that she fought with. Oh, it's above me. Oh. Wait, I should touch the crystal. I should. Oh, the crystal's above. The star's above. She's the captain of the guard, says Lala. She's dead too, says Toon. She's probably busy, says Lala. Man. There's finally a cute girl in the game, and now I don't even get to talk to her. Thickerman? Hold on. I just found the best character in the game. Hold on. Thickman. Well met, traveler. The equipment here at Ballistics must seem quite exotic and unusual to your eyes, yes? Everything you see here is based upon technology brought to us by the Exarch. No, Thickman. Your part must be larger in this game. I can't have a name like that not be in regular dialogue. One says Thickman. God, why do the side characters get the best names? It's not fair. Hey, Hatun, you came from the wrong staircase. Oh, that's the correct one up over there. All the Aethernet charges of Crystarium like doesn't know that was an Aethernet destination. Oh wow. Cassard? No, I don't want to talk to Cassard. Aspiring Amaro trainer. Want to fly an Amaro to Calusia? Well, I suppose if Master Jinmai is going with you. Wait here, please. The Master should be along with the Mount shortly. Can now travel to Clusia, speak with the aspiring Amaro Templar, fly to the island. You can also use your Aether Compass to assist with locating Aether Currents in new regions. The Aether Compass can be... I know about Aether Compasses. Oh, that reminds me, I was looking at some Korean comics and found one whose character's eye is unusually close to yours.
Breeze,
an image in the chat later.
Pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath.
It is the breath.
At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Colusia. So this is where Laminsa would be, I guess? Or the Gold Saucer, I guess also? I don't know. Oh, you think you're so cool, huh? I see how it is. Oh. Freaking George, you get in my way. Alright. Says, bro, I don't need the stairs. I've been here for 20 minutes waiting for you. Seems always a step ahead, it seems. Because his Gold Saucer would be south of this cloud. It's basically an alternate Limsa. We are arrived. This is Cracked Shell Beach on the eastern coast of Colusia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sinido attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. Oh, is this place gonna be full of Lalafels? Just stuffed to the rafters? Spy you that city in the distance? That is Yulmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale, and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. For years, the Yulmoran elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection, if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. The Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationship with Yulmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city. I am glad we understand each other. Now, the Exarch has instructed me to divulge a secret that should make him finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. Gasp. You were right with Limsa, says Cloud. That too, it says for months. There's time Grace now for that slander, says Cloud. And when that was a dopamine-inducing stream, thank you, Grace. That's where I gotta go now. See you next stream. Hopefully, goodbye. GGWPGNL. Bye, M1. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. We'll catch you another time. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. As I should. It's so rude. Well, this is how dare you? I'm just saying. Look, whatever Zemjmai has to tell you, he plainly deems it worthy of your undivided attention.
Such devastation!
Cloud, no. If you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there. A man who goes by the name of Ebor.
Goodbye.
Gasp. Bye, M1. Ebor keeps an eye on everything that happens in Colusia, and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme. That will let him know you can be trusted. Here. This should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with the Amaro until you are ready to return. Quest accepted. Let me just get on my mount. I think my controller's busted, guys. I can't seem to stay in the air so well. That's unplayable. Let me see here. I mean, it's a little cheaty to have a high-level character just kill everything for you, but that's okay, I guess. Oh yeah, very funny, Lala. Speaking of Mount, don't you need a new car? Says Cloud. Yeah, I'll get a car. I got a couple of weeks to handle that, don't I? Keyboard. What are you after? Fish? Crab? Think I've got an eel and a bear somewhere if you've a taste for them. Egg time. Ooh, I do love a bit of thyme. Chuck some in the pan and it's like a bloody festival of flavor. Now, what is it I can do for you? Can't say as there's been any major upsets to report these past few weeks. Alfino, eh? Why, I know the one. Our young champion of the downtrodden. Yulmore's richer than all of Novrand put together, but it's a different story for them as live outside the city. Most spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. Aye, I can hazard a guess as to where he is now. Get a message to him, but you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for Stilltide. That's the fishing village just up the path there. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there, and I'll see that Alfino joins you. How much MGP do you have? I got 500k, Lala. I am flush with car mount money. Don't you even worry. You thought I couldn't come up here. You thought. I fell. Streamer privileges can be revoked, says Eagles, if you want. That's it. Ooh, it's all good. Heading out for the night. Thanks for stream, Greg. Good night, chat. Bye, Strom. Take luck and care and goodwill. It's interesting I have 2 quest markers. Oh, the other quest marker is probably for the other Elise thing. Amaro Keep. I must talk to you. Or if you let me add your name to register. That way you'll be able to come back here anytime you like. Okay, there we go. Mender? Mender the Bender? I don't need it. Destination. Yeah, good night, Srom. This your first time in a tavern? It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What'll you be having? I'll take a mead. A fine choice. And what'll you be paying with? Well now, those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like that? I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity. And I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbors. So we'll just have to come to some other arrangement. Oh, here's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables. But lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to a bit of extermination work? I want you to squash any vermin you find, then visit the caretaker and give him an an earful from me for sleeping on the job. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like as not. Do that for me and you can laze about here as long as you like. Well, that... Head over to Governor's Row and rid the field of any vermin you see. Then call in at the old silo and let our wasteful old caretaker know what I think of him, the care he's been taking. Fine. The hell, Hatun? Hatun, weren't you a rabbit? Am I crazy? It says attune, unless you did. I spaced out. Never. Attuning's for suckers. Miles says you're crazy. I mean, it's not impossible. The voices do grow closer in the night. 'Tis certain. They've been in Ara? There's no way. You plan to do that for how many days, Sasatoon? Have you been in Ara the whole time? There's no way. It's impossible. I even pointed out yesterday in Calls Eagles. Well, no, I know that Hatun, like, Fantasia'd. I thought Hatun had Fantasia'd into a female Viera instead of a male one. I really wasn't paying close attention, I'm going to be completely honest. Hatun says yes. Hatun says fantasies. Blighted crop. Get him. Smash them bugs. A pestilent swarm. I cast holy upon thee. We did it. That's all the crop. We fixed it. Oh, there's more crop. How do I get in there? Reveal to me your secrets, 3. Guys, there's no way in here. It's impossible. Actually, wait, how do we get in here? There's no door. It's impenetrable. Oh! Hey guys, it's just the other side of the same place. Just so you know. Aside! Take that. That's not an overreaction, you are. That's his face. Dang, you ran all the way around. Guys, no, I'm smart. I'm efficient. I'm solving the mysteries. This is great. Look, guys. This game's tough. It's tough to solve sometimes. I exterminated the vermin. You know, this is like maybe a weird comparison to make. I'm not sure how many people even would recognize it. This section of the world is giving me like really strong, like, if anyone's ever seen the movie Reign of Fire, like an early 2000s, I guess you'd call it a disaster movie? I don't know. It's basically like the world is like like our normal modern world is like overrun by dragons. And like everything like is all apocalyptic and covered in dragons and stuff. And like this just like makes me think of like the scene where like there's that small group of people like hiding out in an abandoned castle, like growing fields of crops, like, you know, like underneath like camouflage stuff, and like everywhere is just like scorched earth and death and bad stuff. It isn't how you're lying to yourself. Cloud says I have not. Atune says Drakengard. No, the movie was called Reign of Fire. Like, Reingn. It's a pretty decent movie. It's kind of different. Anyway. Punch him. No response. Maybe need to knock louder. Perhaps the occupant is hard of hearing? Guy's probably just super duper dead. I'm not knocking any louder, so I can't really... Oh no. Your fate squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. I'm sure that's how this is gonna go. No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. That's probably fine. Nothing ominous here, for sure. No siree. Probably just took a vacation. Take that. Didn't see that coming, did you? Aha! I killed him with my arrow. Smoke says, I seen it, machine guns versus dragons. Yeah, basically. It's a fun, different kind of movie for sure. I liked it anyhow. Bad news. Barn's haunted. So's all the food. Welcome back, dear. What did that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? Super dead. Gone. Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. That's concerning. In Gate Town, outside Yulmore? You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And then I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the house. Smo says, fun early 2000s cheese, yeah. Yeah, special effects have probably not aged super well for that one. But it's a cool idea. Makes for a fun movie. Gasp! Kick him! Evict him immediately. We don't want his kind here.
How is business today, Mistress Theva?
Gross. He's got a poncho.
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Dun 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 dun.
'Tis good to see you, my friend.
There can only be one. This is a reckoning, Alfino. Why is he wearing a poncho?
The seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
Like, how could he, like, possibly be more dorky? But he found a way.
What, just like that? Oh, Alfino, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
Wink, wink, nod, nod, nudge, nudge. Yeah, and Alfino hasn't aged in Ilm.
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu. It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
I wouldn't say safe, or really well, honestly. Pretty sure the meat has gone sour. Me? I was more worried about you. We thought we'd lost you. I was starting to...
Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding.
It's true. We're trying to get you declared legally dead so we can take your stuff.
But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
Sure. Good night, Cloud. You sleep good. It seems Gray hates those closest to him. I feel bad for Zyga. No, that's not true. I think Zyga's alright.
Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, But I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable.
Mm-hmm.
And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change.
Yeah, she wouldn't know what to do with those. I nod my head.
But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity.
That sounds like a you problem.
Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire.
Black Rose, perchance?
Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more. Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail.
Yeah, but he's gonna use big words I don't understand.
But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity.
Because they look like nobodies and are probably infringing on copyrights? You're right.
I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered. That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
I'm on a diet. Do I pound my chest or my fist? I do.
And so we take to the road once more.
Yay. My good friend Alfino, together at last. There's no one else I would rather go on an adventure with. Hooray. Oh, this is Afi, my son. This is the music in this show reminds me of something that I barely remember, the movie 9. Oh geez, 9 is such a movie. Like, I remember being so hype for 9. Like, this is a whole aside. Like, I don't. Does anybody else like remember, like, what the promotional material was for 9? Like back before it released. There was a website you could go to, and I can't remember. Like, I think it was like just like for the months leading up to the movie's release. There was a website you could go to that was essentially like an active blog being written by the scientist. I can't remember like the guy's name, like the doctor guy from like the very opening scene of 9 had like this like active blog of like events in the world unfolding as they were happening. And then his final entry came out like the week before the movie released. And then then you could watch the movie with the context of everything that like happened like in his blog. It was a really cool idea. Like, it gets you like really hyped for like the world and the story that goes on. And then 9, it was fine. It was a fine movie. It's not my favorite by Tim Burton, but it was interesting. Smo says ... Lots says, why do you hate poor Alfie so much? Etchin says, yeah. Anyway. I was gonna say because like 9 is an okay movie, but it had a really fun, unique idea for promotional content. It's like a whole like side story of like extra context that you could follow if you wanted to. What was I doing? Oh, was I supposed to talk to him inside of here? I didn't even notice. Alfino, my good friend that I did not forget to talk to start the quest. What are you talking about? Carson says 9 was supposed to have no dialogue. See, that would have been fascinating, actually. I think that would have made the movie much more interesting, even if it would have made the movie much less accessible, I guess. Unless Greg can ignore my question, I see. Why do I hate Peralfie so much? Look, Lala, tell me this. George, get out of the way. Lala, are you gonna tell me you can look at this thing right here and be like, this is okay for a person to wear? You're gonna look me straight in the eye and say that Uggs plus poncho plus red tights equals an okay thing for somebody to wear in public? I don't think so. I think he's committing multiple sins. That's probably why the Sinators are showing up even more often. He's drawing them in with his poor fashion sense. Says the nerd in the crusty lab coat. I have washed this lab coat. I've even washed it, well, recently enough. I mean, look, it's dry. Ouch. Look. It's dry clean only, okay? I don't know how I cast Cure 3, but I did. That's weird. But yeah, so, dry cleaning costs money, so you gotta be sparing about it, but... You only seen him in this outfit 5 minutes, Lala. You're mean to my boy before that. Irrelevant. Irrelevant, Lala. The point is, past me knew that in the future Alfino would show up like this. And I was preemptively hating him for it. I'm also still mad at him about Gridania. He made fun of the Gridanian flag, and I'm really never going to let him live it down. Until I specifically hear an apology from him about the mean things he said about the Gridanian flag, we are bitter enemies, as far as I'm concerned. That tune says he's still a child. Look, old enough to talk, old enough to smack. I don't know. Babies. Made fun of all the city states for being posers who don't actually care about anything but their own image. Why is that chick wearing a poncho, says Carson? Exactly. So it says, you mean Gray is a child, right? No. I'm an adult. I'm mature. I'm picking on a youth. Which is totally fine. Alfino is ready to take to the road once more. Open arms, closed gate. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Yulmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come, from here we must head west, and then cross a small bridge. He said Weast, right? Also, Gray doesn't believe in all the character development Snooty Charlane Boy has made to try and be more normal. Gray's dimension has reverted... Child, that's not true, Hadoon. The doctor said that my brain is still highly functional. Gray bullies youths like a boomer. It's also not necessarily true. I don't bully every youth I come across. Calusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think that whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No! Get away from me! Over there! Quickly, someone's in trouble! Oh no! It's a giant beetle bug bomb. A Calusian iguana? That's not what I thought that was gonna be. I'm gonna be real with y'all. There's only 2 youths and you bully half of them. Yeah, it's a 50% success rate. This is just most of them. A manic madam. She seems like she's having a struggle for some... Thank the fates! Look out! There are more pressing matters at hand. Why, whatever do you mean? I can do that too. Forgiven cowardice? That's a really weird abstract name. Oh, he's all skin and bones. He's so hungry. So sad. Oh, I feel bad hurting him. He just wanted food. Poor guy. What a bummer. Manic Madame. My poor heart. Thank you, young sir. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings, but I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Alfino being sus as hell. Are you right, madame? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Yulmore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now, I'm sure a strapping lad like you has little to fear, but I won't linger long in this place. Linger longer. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. 'Tis as the lady says. Many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Yulmore's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? I don't know. A brief history, then. 'Twas not long after the flood swallowed the better part of the world that the Sin Eaters first appeared. Some beastly, some beauteous. Yet, regardless of their form, all seem incapable of speech, and all are driven by the same insatiable appetite for mortal ether. They are predators, and we are their prey. Calusia suffers from far fewer attacks in most regions, but even so, the list of the Sin Eater's victims grows longer by the day. A tragedy without end. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. really sussed out about how, like, Alfino conveniently disappeared for the monster attack. How do we know that Alfino wasn't the monster? Just saying. Seems to me that he's got secrets of his own that he's hiding. We all know it. I forgot I need to eat eggs. But that's a decade and a half away from here. Since Gray's still salty that Thancred has a new companion and it's not him. I am pretty angry, actually. I'm gonna have such words for Thancred. Like, he gets sucked away to a far-off universe for a measly 5 years with no possible hope for returning home, and he just thinks he can walk out on me because of something small like that. The absolute nerve. Unbelievable. I need to stop bullying the baby. He already has Alizé to do that. What the hell are you? What's the whisker doodle over there? A Germinant? Oh, that's something what needs to die immediately. Did I get poisoned? Probably fine. I did it. Good murder. The whale's breach. I discovered a new location. Wow. Wow, that's a long line of people waiting to get in. Alfino, what are you doing here? And here we are. Seems like a problem. This is just... He has someone to protect too, says Carson. Fun stuff.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Yulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
The grimed bloke. He seems like a trustworthy guy.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
I'm sorry, sir. Did we catch you in the middle of gargling your morning sand? What is with that voice?
He's not here to compete. Leave him be.
What? I was only making conversation.
What's with... Gasp.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
May the odds be ever in your favor. He's like, mine. Yeah, the fact that people are showing up dressed in jester costumes, that's concerning. Nothing good comes of this.
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all! Yulmore extends its warmest regards.
This is a red jongler. I'm gonna be really mature about that name. It's fine.
Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine.
Okay.
We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy, even on days when fish is not on the menu. Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
Right.
Fish, is it?
Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame.
Because they're psychopaths?
It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in the City of Splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
She's like, yay.
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident.
Wow. So generous.
For you.
Ah, look!
Enjoy.
Thank goodness.
Over here.
Wow. That's...
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well.
I have a lot of concerns about what mail is.
Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems...
I mean, it's Soylent Green probably, right? I mean...
Well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah. I mean, mega sussery. Like, cause like, where's Yulmore getting its food sources? Is that Lee's? Or someone like Lee's? I don't know. Something about that face. You ever get like a feeling that there's like something wrong? Well, Alfie defending your honor, Gray. No. Apparently it's merch from RE4. Look, Alfino can try all he wants to in my affection. I'm stubborn and petty. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via a contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Yulmore's current ruler came into power. Yet from what I have seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I've tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now, I worry that... Well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gatetown and judge the situation for yourself. Wait. I can do it. I believe in myself. I'm part rabbit, darn it. I can climb any building. I can do it. A worried waif. That's not even solid. Maybe all we know is that it's sussy because it's being handed out by some sussy Bacchus. It's true. Wait, why is there someone behind me? That's cheatery. You can't do that. Things as a guy who head out soon, gotta get some decent rest. That's fair. I mean, we're probably... Yeah, probably... not going super much longer, but grimed bloke, you again.
Still here, are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Yulemore's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gate Town's not much to look at, but at least it's safe. And the meal is the best thing I've ever tasted.
Yeah, that's super sus. Katoon, get off of that roof. That's forbidden for people like you. Only rabbits can jump on things. This is farewell, everybody. Hope that you all have a great rest of your night, day. Bye, Eagles. Good night. Take care. Take luck. Aspiring songstress. You know, this place is all beat up and sad. What's up with that? Ah, occupied petticoat. Oh, I see.
Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the life that waits me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me?
Probably not. Hi, Katoon. I see a glowy. A bubbling cookpot. And thith.
This place has a stink to it, eh? Not been here long myself, but I can help you get the lay of the land if you want, newcomer.
What do you do here?
Much the same as everyone else, I suppose. Just trying to survive. Used to be a fisherman, but then I got it into my head that Yulmore was the place for me. No more shivering on a boat or scaling fish in a shack, no sir. It wasn't long before I realized my fishing skills weren't exactly in high demand. Still, Gate Town ain't so bad, not once you learn to ignore the smell any road. Oh, I have no desire to go back to where I was. When I left, I cut ties with everything. My home, my family, all of it. I'm content to live on leavings from Yulmore's tables, and await my chance to seize the good life. Well, Gate Town? It's a place to feed on the scraps that fall on your face as you look up and hope and dream. At least with Lord Vothery in charge, we've not to fear from the eaters. You can't hardly complain when they hand out food and ask for naught in return. Once you've chosen, though, they say it's like living in a whole other world. You just need to polish a skill and get yourself noticed by a free citizen. One day, my friend. One day.
Right. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks. Ale, you realize. Float in the otherwise plain broth. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh boy, guys. Alfino. This seems like your kind of town. You've seen what Gate Town has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They become dependent on handouts of mail, and believe Yulmore is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to conceive of any other way of life. Yeah, there's something in the mail for sure. No doubt a Reno. Alfino wears a look of profound disapproval, a fickle existence. You disapprove of these people's way of life. You disapprove of Yulmore. Probably the people's way of life more than anything.
Disapprove? It frustrates me, certainly. That's only part of it, though. The whole situation makes me uneasy. Not that it matters. However unjust the system seems to me, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forgo Yulmo's largesse are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gate Town, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and unattended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Kinda true. Nay, I am not convinced that Yulmore's generosity truly serves the best interests of Colusia's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all of this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hardworking villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Yulmore's gates. 'Tis fortunate that you arrived when you did, Grayson. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. There is a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island. The Ondo they are called, though you and I know them as Sahagan. For the most part, they keep to themselves in their ocean grottos, and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Tataru took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Yulmoran lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. That's good, Alphino. Gotta learn your lesson someday. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? Yeah, I love doing basic economy stuff. Excellent, I should be glad of your company. First things first then, we must pay a visit to Moshamoa, my supplier in right. Come, it is just to the northwest of here. I nod my head. Oh, it's that guy I was just talking to. I can't believe that guy is trying to be a sneaky snake. Man, not being able to walk kind of sucks. Wait, guys, I just realized something. To the east... Oh, is there like one like way over by where I started? Dagnabbit, whatever. Nobody needs those anyway. Aether currents are for suckers. We all know this. Also, not being able to walk kind of sucks. You mean fly? I don't know. Whatever. I say what I mean and I mean what I say. I never take my word back, for I am gray. Fate joined. XP bonus. How about no fate joined? That tune says that can be arranged. So rude. Aetherite. It's not Aether wrong. Moshamoa. Alphino. This is Moshamoa, the farmer of whom I spoke. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Ah, good day to you, Moshimoa. This is my associate, Grayson. We're here to collect the produce I purchased. Eh? I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mistel, lad? Short blue hair? No? He said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed... Confound it. Someone must have been eavesdropping on a conversation. If this charlatan was here not long ago, he cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of town, and I shall take the west.
Oh boy, I hope I get to do some killing. That's kind of far, but okay. Guys, there's Groot. Watch out. So basically, this guy's trying to become the guy that starts like inventing pearls for nobles. He's trying to steal this business venture from what's his butt. Alpha Dumb. Oh, there it is. Destination. Where's that fight music coming from? Search the surroundings for a male Mistel with short blue hair. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target us slightly so you can inspect him with art. It's one of these quests. I like these. They're really silly, but it's fun. I'm gonna spy you. I'm gonna spy you. You have located your quarry. Now shoot him. Where's my sweet, like, blowgun that does the darts of Sleepy?
Grayson, any sign of him?
Like he's over there.
You've a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes good his escape.
Alright, I'll break his kneecaps. It's the only logical response. It's true, though. Look, if someone steals your produce, you break both of their knees, and then they learn their lesson. It's the circle of life. Yeah, they're everywhere. Stop it. Hatun says, "Are you saying we can do that to you to get you to listen to us?" No, Hatun, no, you weren't listening carefully. Broken kneecaps are specifically for stealing produce. That's specifically the punishment. And also, I'm clearly above the law always. So nice try, but no try. Get him!
There you are.
Tackle him! He's like, oh man.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Hmm.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city.
You don't have to.
I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen.
Oh, so sad.
No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it.
Sucks.
No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired. I'm so bloody hungry.
I thought maybe I could steal your idea. Get in that way.
I was just like,
What is your name?
just kicks him into the ocean. Just 300 style. Kaishir.
Tell me then, Kaishir. Must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
It's true.
No, it has to be Yulmore.
Why?
That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
Uh-huh.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmoran's interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
All we're doing is getting this guy turned into mail. We all know this, right? And we never saw him again.
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kaishir, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision. Yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best.
It wasn't.
We strive to bring swift salvation to this world. That countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
Majority rules, greater good. That's not who. Quite possibly. I mean, we'd better hurry up and think of a new plan. I like the slightly selfish attitude of like, look, if this gets me killed, I might not forgive you. Quite possibly. This is so sad. So sassy. That's not who. I'll be nice. I bully Kaishir because he has a tiny baby tail, says Lola.
I suppose not.
New baby to bully
Were
sister.
Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alfido, ever the slave to sentiment.
I don't think that's what he would say or sound like.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending. Shall we return to Right then?
Right then.
Is that?
Is it Kaishir being murderized? Yeah.
I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
Kind of looks like Kaishir being super dead.
Come on, they may need our help.
These Kaishir has a tail unlike a certain Viera. You're just jealous, Atune. You're jealous of how cool my ears are. You traded your ears for smelly horns, and you've chosen this for yourself, and you must live with your regret. Carson's, yeah, I like horns, frowny face. I can wear hats though, Sisatune. I doubt it. Honestly, I'm just small. Just saying, good pair of ears adds height. That's like an old shipyard, I think. Sneaky sneak. Sneaky sneak. Sneaky sneak. I must jump from maximum height for extra drama. Oh, I can't. Ah. Take that, George's health bar. The current of ether. I want it. It's mine. I earned it. Better understand the area's moving to the winds. Alfino, no. Here, he's breathing. I think, though he won't last long without help. Oh, this is a different guy. This isn't Kaishir at all. A weakened wretch. That means I bought bunny or some gold saucer. Good job, Katoon. Look, my ult is a Melvieri. What more do you want? I mean, that is pretty much all I want, actually, Lala. You pass for now. You may proceed with your living. How does it feel going into new X-Pack? Kind of cool. It's fun to see like new places again. It's been a while since we've seen new environments. Well, that should take care of the worst of his injuries. Yeah, if only someone we knew like had Cure 3 as an ability, or even Benediction. Mercy, mercy! I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. Poor man is shivering. Better keep an eye on him while I get the fire going. Well, this is all thanks. I can also Fanta into Viera whenever I want to, Satoon. Like where I was like all cozied up, like, hey, how's it going? Thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever to repay this kindness? You'll settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristal. I was invited into Yulmore to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out into the street. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Valthry's city. Within days they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the Kostarn Ocean. From up there, how are you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. And the citizens condone such barbaric punishment. Oh, without a second thought. When Lord Valthry passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Yulmore, his word is law. A campfire. Tristal. That fire has chased the chill from my bones. Thank you again. The more I hear about Yulmore, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first we should convey Tristal to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. A way into the city. That's our ticket. No, we're going this way. Yes, yes, yes. Jump. And yump. And jump. And hop. An elephant! Wow! Look at that guy, it's a big ol' elephant. Crazy. Ouch. I discovered a new location. Look at me being a winner and stuff. But yes, I don't know if I finished talking about it, but the new X-Pack so far has been pretty cool. I like it all right, I must say. We got Isekai, we got an elephant. Okay. What? And things have been good. How do I... Alf, you know? I wonder what Tristal will do now. Like, I think I'm gonna die.
Pray accept my deepest gratitude. May you both my life. And, if you'll permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Yulmore, insofar as I am able at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to the stomach. But since it's plain you've set your minds on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. The Yulmoran elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And, if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. Are you certain? This is your livelihood. I cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. As to what I'll do instead, I honestly haven't decided. But I shan't stay long in this place. Not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new lands and a new profession. And I'll keep in my prayers from now until my dying day.
Fickle existence.
Should you make it into the city, have care what you say and do. I wouldn't want you to save my life only to lose your own.
Smo says poggers. Wow. Pogtastic, even. Alright, I think we're officially... Let's see. City of Final Pleasures. Alvin aways the brush you see from Tristal deep in thought. Alright, I think that's actually a really good stopping point. We potentially have our new way into the city. But alas, our time runs short. Talk to Moshe Moa real quick.
Now, is that merchant meant to be coming today or tomorrow? Oh, is there something I can do for you?
You already forgot me. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and call it for today. And, yeah, it was fun. Ours is poggerific. Indeed, indeed. But yeah, so I think this was good. This is cool. Excuse me. Yeah, Shadowbringers. Hold on, wait, I need to get a swig of water. Yeah, Shadowbringers would be pretty cool, though. I like it. There's cool stuff going on. Now, there's a little bit more Alfino than I would like in my Final Fantasy, but that's okay. There's... Is that it? The Shambling Mound? Not gonna ask questions. Anyway, yeah, what was I talking about? The Shadowbringers, pretty good. Cool stuff going on. We've been isekai'd. There's new lore afoot. Things are changing. The story thickens. Like Thickman. Oh, Thickman's gonna be my favorite character for the rest of forever. I love that guy. I'll never forget that he said words to me that I was not even, like, taking in because I was so enthralled by his name. But no, yeah, this game's cool. Great. So basically, I think what's going to happen is that just next Sunday, yeah. Next Sunday, more Shadowbringers. I think also, next Sunday we'll get a few side things out of the way too. I think we'll finish up the White Mage quests, and we'll get the car from the Gold Saucer. Somebody needs to remind me about that. So we might spend the first hour or so of next stream will be kind of some side stuff, and then back in MSQ. So I think them's the plans is. So thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. This was fun. It was fun seeing folks drop by that we haven't seen for a while. It's also fun seeing the regulars, the stalwart true ones, the real ones. You're right here talking. So this is Thickman, Johnny Thickman. How is that old so and so doing, Sismo? Ah, he was doing great. He was talking about like ships or whatever they build. No, he was talking about how they find strange and interesting things coming out of the tower to help develop their way of life. And that's probably the only thing he'll ever say in the entire game. I doubt he probably has any sort of significant quest, but I love his name. And look at that. They really thought of you putting an isekai into the game for you. This is awesome. Yeah, it's good. It's fun. Anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out. It was fun chatting with you. Everyone who bonked me, you will be remembered and frowned upon accordingly. And are you dressed as a shambling bush now? When did that happen? How? I mean, good luck with that. How? Fine. Fine. Anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out. It's been super fun, honestly. Hanging out, playing 14. I'm happy that I'm playing White Mage again. I really am. Like, the game feels more fun now. So, that's cool. Yeah, thanks again. I believe plans. I imagine Smo is streaming tomorrow, if I recall. Most likely Armored Core 6. And Tuesday will be Anime Podcast, me and Zyga. Together at last, the gruesome twosome, as it were. I don't know. Doing something. We gotta talk to Zyga about that. I need to figure out what we're doing exactly. And then, yeah. Then Wednesday will be our final episode of One Piece for people who like watching live action One Piece. That'll be exciting. And then we'll be voting on our next series to watch, I imagine. And then, well, I'm excited for first dungeon match so I can see you healing. Tell Zyga he called it that. Mr. Isekai and the guy he forced to join him. Shush. Smo says, yeah, AC. Cool. Armored Core 6 tomorrow. And I should mention this right now. I don't think I'll be able to stream Friday. I've got a family thing going on next Friday. Just a second. Yeah, so possibly no stream next Friday. At least like I can't stream on Friday. Smo perhaps may still do something. I don't know. Smo is a freeman with an individuality and a soul and free will. So who knows? The sky's the limit. But alas, I will probably not be there. But I should be all set for Sunday or Saturday and Sunday next weekend. Just surprised they told you so far in advance. Law says, yeah, well, yeah. No, it's nice. I was finally part of the discussion, so I actually know what's happening for once in my life. And so I figure I may as well pass that knowledge on to you. Smo says, boo. I'll update. Smo says, Jordan Freeman. Exactly. Was the name John Freeman from Half-Life, the best Half-Life fan fiction. Full life consequences, the adventures of John Freeman. Anyway, so yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out, and we will see you another time. And I hope, also that animation's hilarious. It's a good one. It's a classic for sure. So yeah, anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out. I hope you have a good week ahead of you. So it says Gordon Freeman, was that it? I thought Gordon Freeman is... I don't know. Anyway. Bye everybody. Good night. Bye.